What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Gotians Games. And PowerA sent me a headset to test out for you guys and to review. And sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. I haven't been feeling well. Plus, I've been awake for 30 hours now. Did I do the math right? Yeah, 30 hours. So, right now, like, I'm going to open this up. We're going to unbox this. I'm going to take a look at it, give my initial thoughts on the overall build quality, and then we're gonna fast forward later on, so you guys are gonna see me wearing a different shirt, different outfit, whatever, because we're gonna finish up the review after I do some rigorous testing with this, and using it on live streams and videos and just day-to-day use, playing in different games and stuff like that, as well as my most important test, music. Because I'm a big music person in general. If you guys aren't aware of that, you really should be. So, yeah, that's like the biggest thing for me is how will it hold up listening to music on my computer or on my phone or whatever. So, I just dropped the box. So, quick rundown really quick. This is the Fusion wired gaming headset from PowerA. This is a solar fade. Can you tell like I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan? Solar fade is the color. I actually like the color of it, like the whole orange aspect of things. Now the Fusion wired gaming headset from PowerA runs about $40, so it's not too bad if you're like on a budget. So it's actually comparable to one of the other headsets that I've been using a lot on live streams and stuff like that, and my chair is falling. I need a new chair. So yeah, it's comparable as far as like the pricing goes to one of the other gaming headsets that I use, which is actually a headset that I got from GameStop or Walmart. They sell the same one. So I have something to compare it with, as well as some other Sony headsets that I have, which are just like the earbud ones. Now, I just from looking at it, just the I guess the headset itself, it's got a little bit of weight to it, which is it's not a bad thing. I actually don't mind that it's got weight, and it looks like it's like a memory foam on the headpiece. So some of the features here, let's see, high fidelity stereo sound for gaming, music, and entertainment. Black with yellow-orange gradient matches Xbox One solar fade controller, which I don't have an Xbox One, but you know what? I like the color scheme. It's actually a really, really nice color scheme. I'm kind of curious as to what other colors they might have, because like I like the fade. Like it looks nice. Lightweight, durable design and materials. Now that I have it out of the box, yeah, it's probably a little bit lighter than the other headset that I normally use. Memory foam ear pads. So right here, memory foam ear pads. Okay, provides extended comfort and solid noise isolation. Ooh, so that's gonna be something to test out. Left and right. So right there. Oh wow, it's quiet. Wow, that's that's actually pretty quiet. I like that. Plus, I'm using my beanie, but oh, that sits nice on my ears. I wonder how it's gonna feel when I'm wearing my glasses, because a lot of times I don't know if some of you guys are glasses, like if you wear glasses and whatnot, how it feels for you wearing glasses. Like, does it bother you? I know for me, it bothers me a little bit after a while. So it'll be nice to see how it holds up when I'm wearing my glasses. So it's got intuitive volume and mute controls on the left ear cup. So I see the mute control right here. What is it? The volume. Oh, that's not bad. So you get to you control the volume with this. So that's not too bad. And I put my beanie the wrong way. I just noticed it, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yet I say it's fine, but I'm fixing it. All right. So let's see what else it's got. Precision tuned 50mm drivers deliver rich bass and accurate sound reproduction. So we're going to test that out, or I'm going to test that out on my day-to-day use of this. I'm one of those guys that you'll see walking around like a Walmart or a mall or something with a pair of headphones like hanging down and just like using them at all times. I do have to say that hanging down, like the way that it kind of pinches a little bit. I don't know. I don't know about that too much. Maybe I just like extend it. Let's see. Uh, I mean, it kind of pinches a little bit. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I mean, if you extend it out, it's all right. Let's see here. Detachable Boom Mic, which is this one right here. With flexible metal neck, stays where you want it. Now, I'm curious as to how the audio sounds on this. So we're going to have to test that out. Not sure how I'm going to test it out, but we're going to have to test it out. Compatible with any 3.5 millimeter audio source, which, like if you're playing on your Switch, you can connect it to your Switch. On your PS4 controller, you can connect it to the controller. On your, I was going to say N64, because I have my N64 right down there and I was looking at it. No, it will not connect to your N64, but on your PC and whatnot. So it'll connect there, and then it includes the 3.5 millimeter audio cable. So first impressions, the build quality looks nice. I like the fact that they swivel. To me, that's a plus. I don't know why it's a plus, but to me, that's a plus. So I like that. It only swivels one way though. Be nice if it swiveled like both ways, but it doesn't. So like if I don't know. I'll figure it out. Like I can have it like that, right? So that works. That works. And then have the other one blasting in my eye. But overall, the build quality seems nice. It does. It's got like metal extenders. And the memory foam feels nice and soft. So that's always a plus. So I'm going to go ahead and test this out. And I will be back later on to finish the full review. It's probably, let's see. Today's the 16th. So I'd probably give it like 3 days of like constant use. I should probably be able to get a full assessment of how I feel about this. So I will give you guys the full rundown, and I will be back. All right, so I think I found a sweet spot for the microphone. I think it's like right here, probably, I don't know how far that is, maybe like 2 inches. That's about 2 inches maybe away from my mouth, so that way it gets the best sound. And the sound quality is actually not too bad. So if I'm gonna compare it to my other headset that you guys see me wear, I don't even remember the company. I think it's like AG6 or something like that. It's just a generic one, like I said, the other one that you can get like at Walmart or GameStop. So to compare it to that one, that microphone makes me sound like I'm in like a jet engine plane or something. This one, the quality's actually really good. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it would be just like your generic, microphone on a headset. It's actually really good for the price. So that I guess the only complaint that I have is the fact that it's not like a USB connection, so I can't connect to my computer unless I had a Y splitter. Then I'd be able to connect to my computer. So PowerA, maybe I'm not familiar with their headset line, so I don't know if they have USB connections. If they do, PowerA, if you have USB connections for your headsets, or like a headset with a USB connection, I would really, really like to test one of those out, because honestly, the mic quality on this is actually pretty clear. And I've noticed I'm not picking up any, there's no pop, 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 like pop filters and stuff like that. Like on my other mic, so this is the mic off of the other headset that I have. It has a little pop filter on this. I could probably put this pop filter on here and it would probably help, but from what I've noticed, it's not necessary. And I think that, like, honestly, I think the audio sounds actually really good. I was not expecting this kind of audio quality out of a $40 headset. So good job, PowerA. Again, if you have a USB headset, I'd be really, really interested to review that. But back to me testing the rest of this headset out, and me putting this microphone down, testing the rest of the headset out to get the full experience of it. So I will be back and we'll do a full analysis on the headset.
So I have to say, after using these headphones for about 2 days now, or a little bit under 2 days maybe, but constant use of these, I have to say I'm actually fairly impressed. They're very comfortable. I wasn't expecting them to be as comfortable as they are for a $40 headset, only because I've used $40 headsets in the past, especially the blue ones that you guys saw. Again, I forget the name of the brand. It's like AG6 or whatever. So after using these for a good playthrough, now I've been sick, so I haven't been live streaming or doing videos for like the past day and a half or whatever. So I've been playing Outer Worlds just on my computer, just sitting down and having a long playthrough of Outer Worlds, because since I'm not feeling good, I'm like, okay, well, let me just sit down and play some video games. So after playing Outer Worlds for about like 8 hours on these headphones, they're really comfortable. Especially, my biggest concern was because I wear glasses, and okay, so those of you guys who wear glasses and wear headphones, you probably know what I'm talking about when I say that it is not comfortable. It's very painful wearing headphones and having glasses, because usually it pushes your glasses into your face more, or your head more, or whatever, and it just doesn't feel comfortable. Well, these, because of the way that the foam is, it's like a memory foam. Because of that, it, instead of my glasses sitting and pressing on my face and actually hurting around my ears, instead the memory foam kind of absorbs it, and it just sinks in that way, and it feels really, really comfortable, which I'm like, I like that. So that's a big win to me, is the fact that I can wear these comfortably, not have to worry about anything. The audio is pretty good. It's not, for $40, it's good. It's not like you're spending $200 on a pair of headphones. I mean, if you're spending $200 on a pair of headphones, trust me, I've been tempted. Then you expect the quality to be through the roof. Like, you expect it to be the best quality if you're paying $200. But it's a $40 headset, so with that in mind, my expectations for a $40 headset are not as high as, say, like a $200 headset. So with that being said, for $40, the audio is actually really good. The bass that you get out of the headphones is solid. Like, I listen to a lot of rock music. I listen to a lot of rap music too, but mostly rock music. So when I'm listening to rock music, one of the things that I like to do is I like to be able to hear the bass lines, like on the bass guitars. And on a lot of songs, you can actually hear that very well in really good detail on these, which, like, listening to a Red Hot Chili Pepper song on these is fantastic, because you hear Flea's bass line on it, and it's just a lot of fun. As far as gameplay goes, the audio is good. It's not, again, not $200 range, but it's definitely not $40 range. It's better than, like, it feels better than $40 range. When I'm playing Outer Worlds, I can hear everything that's going on, and it's really cool in the fact that it doesn't, well, I mean, it kind of, no, it doesn't say it here, but one of the things that these headsets do that it doesn't say here on the box is that it does have surround sound. It, like, okay, when I say surround sound, I have to explain it like this. If you're watching a movie, right, and you don't have surround sound on, and you're watching a movie, so you just hear everything just come through in one channel, whatever. If you turn on surround sound, you start to hear things like if somebody's talking off camera, you might hear it behind you or whatever. A good example is if you ever play the game Dead Space. Dead Space, the way that they set up Dead Space is if you play it on surround sound, the necromorphs, if they're crawling through the ducts, you can hear them crawling through the ducts. You can hear them crawling up behind you, which is fantastic. Again, surround sound. If you don't have surround sound, you just hear it. You just hear it, like, if it's right next to you or whatever. So, like, if you're using a regular speaker, a regular computer speaker, you just have it in front of you, or one of those bars, the speaker bars that you put in, you're not going to hear the surround sound. You're just going to hear it all coming from in front of you, and that's all your ears are going to pick up. But the way that this has it, so if I'm playing Outer Worlds, I'm turning my character around, then I hear the character behind me, like if they're talking, I hear my characters behind me talking, or I hear other characters off in the distance, and it sounds almost like it's coming off of different parts in the speaker in the headset, which is a really, really good thing when it comes to headsets. I really appreciate that so much when it comes to headsets and gaming and movies, because to me, that is a massive detail that a regular pair of headphones that don't support surround sound, that is just regular headphones, that's a big detail that you miss out on, and everything just comes in as if, like, even though the character might be standing 10 feet behind you, when they talk, it might sound like they're right next to you. Where with these, the characters are talking 10 feet behind you, it sounds like they're 10 feet behind you. And if you want to hear them clearer, you turn your character around so that way you can hear them better. So it's things like that that I really, really appreciate. The microphone, as I said before, it's not going to be like quality like of this microphone that I'm using right now. This is a Samsung G-Track Pro. Or it's not going to be like a microphone quality of like what I use on stage, which is a Sennheiser. That's like a $400 microphone that I use on stage when I'm singing. And this is like now, like the microphone I'm using is on sale right now. But this is like a $150 microphone normally. So it's obviously not going to have that type of quality, but regardless, this microphone right here does pick up audio very well. It doesn't sound like I'm in some sort of jet plane. Like I mentioned that in that part of the video. And I really do appreciate the tone that you get out of this microphone, because the biggest thing for me is, like, a lot of times these microphones, they don't pick up bass tones well. So like this is the microphone off of my my other headset. This doesn't pick up bass tones well at all. The other problem with this is that it needs to have a pop filter on it, or else it doesn't sound good. It starts to make sounds that you don't want to have. Where this one, if you're popping on this, all you got to do is just adjust it a little bit away from you, and you don't have it anymore. Not even like a lot away from you. No, just adjust it a little bit away, and it still picks up your voice very well, and it doesn't have the popping sound. The build quality of this, it's not bad. I mean, it's all plastic, but I do like that it swivels. I do. I actually, when I initially looked at the swivel design, I'm like, why does it only swivel one way? But as I put it on and as I was wearing it, the swivel actually helps a lot, because then the earpieces will move to fit your face. And I was going to say face design as if you're a robot, but I really like that it does have the swivel. My other headset does not have the swivel, and I think that's one of the other reasons why my other headset doesn't feel as good. Another plus on this is the fact that it has an auxiliary. Well, it's an auxiliary cable. The fact that it has an auxiliary cable that you can take off. Now, the biggest problem I have with my other headphones is I've broken another pair of those headphones before, because it's one cable that's always there, where this is not. So if you accidentally tug on the cable or whatever, then you're okay, because if you break the cable, you just have to replace the cable, and you don't have to replace the headset. Whereas the other ones that I have, if I break the cable, I break the headset. I can't replace it. I got to replace the headset, which I like this design a lot better. One thing I don't like is the positioning of the mute button. It's behind, which I feel is kind of a weird thing, only because I'm used to having my mute on the cable from the other headset. But I can see why it's there. I mean, again, it's just a little tedious to have to go and click on this. That's my thing. And then the other thing is the volume. If the volume feels kind of cheap, I guess. It's not bad. It works fine, but I feel like I might break it if I do it too hard on accident, or just from overuse. I kind of wish it was maybe a metal knob, but I can see, like, the keeping costs down and stuff like that. I just feel like having a metal knob would have been a little bit better. Overall, though, for me, it hits the biggest points that I really care about the most is comfort. It's a very comfortable headset. The audio quality is really good. It has like the surround sound, like I said. The auxiliary cable, the fact that it's separate is a big plus for me. The microphone, $40 and you get a really decent microphone. Again, it's not going to be the microphone quality of this, not going to be a microphone quality that I use on stage, but $40 microphone, you know what? This is actually really a really solid option. I'm kind of curious to see how it would. Well, actually, it wouldn't work on my other one because it's different way it plugs in. But I was gonna say I kind of want to know how it would work out in my other headset, but it's not. So with all that being said, $40, you're getting yourself a decent headset here. Now I checked on the website because I was wondering if they had a USB headset. So I checked on the website. They don't have USB headsets. I'm kind of disappointed on that. Maybe that's something that they're working on in the future. But for the holiday season, if you're looking for a pair of headset, or if you're looking for a headset to buy for the holiday season, this is actually a much better buy than the AG6 or whatever that you see at GameStop and Walmart. So for sure, and I'm not just saying this because PowerA sent me the headset. No, I'm saying this because it's true. Because I mean, the video is not sponsored by them. I just told them that I would take a look at it and I would review it. So for $40, it's not a bad headset to have. And again, I'm the type of person who I'll wear this everywhere. I will wear this everywhere. The only downside to that for me is that it kind of pinches on my neck a little bit. So in that regard, it's kind of a little bit uncomfortable. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's different for different people. But either way, I think this is a great purchase. And especially if you're like on the low budget end. So good job on PowerA. This is the Fusion wired headset or Fusion wired gaming headset. Solar Fade is the color. They have a ton of different colors. Personally, I really like the blue that they have. I like the color on this too, but I really like the blue. I might actually buy the blue just to have. Stay tuned though for my review on this wireless Pikachu controller, which is this, just a review on their wireless controllers, and I'm going to be doing a review on their wired controllers as well. Which one is actually, in my opinion, a little bit better than the others. But stay tuned for all of that. Thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I do appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out, guys.